Alright, so, this is my video on, starting off your character in Dark Souls 2. Just a little instructional video for you and whoever else about starting off. So, this is the basic character. All this stuff is visual and you can play with it, but the main thing, class and gift, is the only things that actually affect gameplay. So there's different options for your first playthrough. Usually I do bonfire aesthetic, but that's not exactly something that you're going to be interested in your first playthrough. The long story short is that most of these are not going to do much for you. Healing wares is kind of nice. It's not too bad. Having an extra human effigy is not terrible. Life ring gives you a ring. You're not going to fill up your ring slots for a while, but the life ring probably doesn't give you very much life at all. But yeah, you know, first time through, you might just want to go with life ring. What they all do: one time turns you into human again. One of them removes poison. The other one gives you. All the other ones give you a little bit of health. Again, they're all consumable one-time boosts. Homeward Bone brings you back to the last bonfire without losing your souls. Seed of the Tree of Giants is good for if you get invaded, but again, one-time use. So one invader gets attacked by the enemies, by the people in the environment. Bonfire Aesthetic is for making the game harder, and Petrified something. It's really not that useful. You have a random chance to get an item that most of the time you can't use for the majority of the game. So, let's just say Life Ring. I probably spent too much time on gifts. They're not that important. What's more important and interesting is talking about your class. So, they're kind of ranked from strongest to weakest a little bit, in my opinion. First and foremost, the warrior is really nice because you have decent armor, you have a shield, so you can start trying out using shields from the very beginning. You have a broken sword, which isn't great, but it's decent. If you look over the bottom here, you start off with 15 strength, which is mostly useful for being able to wield different types of different weapons and shields, generally speaking. Dexterity is 11, which is doable, it's decent. Health is a little bit low, but honestly the bigger deal is being able to wield things at the beginning of the game. And your first 100% physical block shield is going to require 16 strength, so you're almost there with this character. You only have to level up once. Vigor affects your HP. Endurance gives you your higher stamina bar, and Vitality means that you can carry more equipment, have bigger armor and bigger weapons. Attunement is for spellcasting. Faith and Intelligence are for different types of spellcasting. And then Adaptability is an interesting one. Namely, the biggest thing that it does is it increases the amount of invulnerability time you have when you roll. So anywhere from like a quarter of a second to a half second, depending on how high your adaptability is. So that's something I think is more important for high level play. I mean, it's definitely not bad to have, but it's not really necessary at this point. Not as important as things like strength and dexterity. This is just your level that you start at. So in contrast, Deprived starts at level 1 and has 6 of everything. So nothing is upgraded whatsoever, and you're naked. So I don't recommend it. The Knight, again, has a little bit more health. Honestly, at this point, at the beginning of the game, I think it's a much bigger deal to be able to wield the things you want to wield, personally. But again, comparatively has 5 more in the health stat, which might allow you to take more hits, but you also don't have a shield at the beginning. You have to go through a significant amount of the game. Well, you can pick up a shield later, but this one's 85% off, and getting better than that is going to take a little bit. 12 HP, looks like he's got a little bit of ability to, level 7, he's a little bit better able to hold heavier items. So, not a bad choice, especially if you're looking to do non-shield based combat at the beginning. Just challenging, but doable. The Swordsman is a dex-based character. Again, not my recommendation. Having a weapon in two hands is cool, but actually pretty challenging mechanically to pull off. Also, I know, just looking at his equipment, that, well, it doesn't make a huge difference at this point, but that's some pretty weak gear right there. Yeah, mostly dex. He has 4 health. 4, that's even less than the warrior had. Bandit's cool because he comes with a bow and the axe and a really cool helmet. You know, you'll be changing out your equipment at some point, but wow, he's really dumb. His intelligence is 1. So you're not going to be looking to cast spells anytime soon. Apparently he's decently faithful. Can carry a decent amount of equipment. Like, all this is okay. He has a lot of dex. And 14 dex is, you know, it's not bad. The 9 strength is going to hurt. There's going to be stuff that you pick up early on. Again, that shield, that's 100%. You're not going to be able to use that until you get up to 16. So 7 levels right there. Cleric casts cleric spells. The scepter is actually pretty good, and that cloak is actually pretty good. Looking at the stats, again, attunement for the sake of casting spells. Strength is okay, dex is horrible, and endurance is horrible. So, more challenging when you get into the casters. I think, you know, you run out of spell casts. A lot of the bosses, which is the really more challenging thing in the game, a lot of the bosses are very capable of dealing with ranged attackers, and I don't know, I personally have never taken to it. It seems like the casters are underpowered to me. There's definitely some options that you have as a caster in rough situations that other people don't have, but overall I think more reliably you'll have more options with something like the warrior or the knight potentially. Explorer is kind of interesting. He starts with more items, is mostly what you get. His equipment actually has some special features. I think, I forget what the hat does. I think it increases your item find. Your stats. So okay, so he has adaptability for better rolling. So not bad. But again, nothing, you know, 6 and 6 on his dex and strength. So again, if you're trying to wield some nice weapons, nice shields, bows, all of this is going to take the Explorer a while to get to, and really kind of block you from being able to two-hit things or one-hit things that you'll be coming across. So that's a quick version. Again, my number 1 recommendation would be Warrior, followed by Knight, and then maybe the Bandit. All of those are reasonably good choices. Again, the Bandit's main issue is that 9 strength is, yeah. So that's my recommendation for picking your character. Let's just make this flow into
all people come.
So there's a whole tutorial area, and I'll talk about mechanics and show the tutorial area in the mechanics video. But what I wanted to say is, if we're going to really start this, best way to start off, I have it locked into shield mode because I pressed something on my keyboard. Crap. Let me just fix this real quick. Where is toggle? There's like an auto shield thing. Lock guard, that's what it is. press M at some point, apparently. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, if you're going to be playing Dark Souls 2 with me at any point, the best way to go is, because you don't start with a human effigy, I guess you could have taken that as your gift, so maybe I should have recommended that. But, keep running here. I recommend you skip the tutorial because in the tutorial you're likely to die for the first time, and then you're not human, and I can't jump into your game. So alternatively, if you just run, get your character, and you run in here, you still haven't fought anything yet, and I can come into your game before you even fight anyone. So between that and the mechanics video, like, there's going to be a lot less death in your Dark Souls 2 experience than your Dark Souls 1 experience. So I guess the main bonfire is like the main bonfire.
Are you open?
This person is very important. She gives you your Estus class and upgrades your Estus class. Well, she gives you more Estus class,
once you
and she levels you up. Talk to her to level up. There you go. So if I had 901 souls, I could get 1 point in each of those, or any of those that I choose. And actually, if I sit here for a second, before I respawn, I guess if I leave and come back to you. So what you want to do is you come into Missoula. We came from here. Right? Come into Missoula, you see all this stuff. You'll probably want to look around at some point. That's all well and good, but if we're wanting to hang out together, the first thing we're going to want to do to get to me is come over here. From the bonfire this way. Because I can't actually be summoned into your town, your home-based town of Missoula, or the very beginning of the game. The earliest that I can join your game is right through here, actually. So if you can get here without dying at all, without falling off of anything, and I'd say skip the tutorial, so that way you don't have to worry about officially dying in the tutorial. Right here, I can put down my white side soapstone, and I see a little white symbol on the ground. It's kind of glowy, you can definitely pick it out. I would put it right here. This is kind of loud. Oh, nice, that's better. Turn it off. There we go. Let's turn that off for a second. So, if I put down my white sand soapstone right here, you'll be able to bring me into your game, and then I can drop items for you. Namely, let me switch characters here. What I'd be wanting to drop for you is the ring that makes hanging out together a lot easier. And that ring is called the Name Engraved Ring. Here we go. This is my lowest level character, other than that one. I think. That might not be true. Oh, hey, he's already here. Perfect. So he's undead, but luckily that doesn't matter. If you're trying to be summoned, you can still be undead. I put down my summon sign, you'll see it. It looks just like that in your game. And you'll just press A on it, and then you'll be able to pick me up. So the important thing is that this character has bought the Name Engraved Ring, and what you do is you choose the same, whatever it is, just choose the same as the person you're trying to connect with, and then nobody else will summon you. I mean, sometimes you'll get summoned if two people choose Goddess of the Hunt in the same place at the same time, but this ring makes it a lot easier to find your buddies. The other thing that's nice about this ring is that it allows you to allows you to connect with players that are a little bit higher level than you. This character has 55. Let me see if I can put my cursor on it. There it is. 55,000 souls at the moment, and I think that's just out of your range until you get up to 10,000 souls. So there's this whole range system, And so I need my lower level characters to come and hang out with you. But if I give you the name and engraved ring, we'll be able to find each other better, and I'll be able to connect you with a slightly higher level of my characters, and just gives us a little bit more leeway there. And again, I can drop whatever I want for you. So I could drop that ring from this character. I could drop you my other rings that I have. I could drop you my armor, my weapons, like whatever. Actually, this is a really strong weapon. So, you know, if we can get you up to 10,000, I'll probably remake again if you end up playing, and get somebody who's within your range. I think a brand new character can go up to a 40,000 soul level character and hang out with them, but not any better than that. So I'll have to get a 40,000 guy. I went a little bit over on this guy. But yeah, so then immediately we can hang out, you know, palling around. And later on I can show you how to get your own soapstone and put down. I mean, honestly, it's not going to be that needed. Though, I mean, actually, not needed at the very beginning. But having people, especially if you're going to be playing on your own later, having people summon into your game is a really good way to get souls and learn more about the game. A lot of times I learn a whole lot when I put down my soapstone and I get summoned. Let me take off this ring so that way maybe somebody will summon me. I doubt it, but maybe. I just got a text from you. You're having a shitty meeting. Anyway, so what I was trying to say was that a lot of the tricks that people know, so there's all these messages that teach you a little bit, because they're like people saying, hey, maybe we should do something here. I mean, there's two different types of messages. There's messages from people who are trying to be, there's a little bit more. There's just random, neutral, fun messages. There's people putting messages that are useful, and then there's a lot of people just trying to get you to jump off of things. Oh, hey, I'm getting summoned. So sometimes getting summoned, you'll learn things because you'll see other people's tactics. The messages give you tactics, and then the bloodstains give you what not to do, sort of thing. Looks like this guy ran off without me. Let's go follow him. So this way, if I die, I don't... Well, so one, if I complete my duty, and I could talk about that, if I complete my duty, I come back to life without having to use a human effigy. So that's nice. A. B, if I die, nothing bad happens. I don't lose anything. Dang, I'm doing really bad. If I die, nothing bad happens, and I get to learn a little bit and get free souls. I get 100% of the souls from him killing people and from me killing people. And a variable amount with the bosses, but 100% with the regular dudes. Oops. Man, I'm not really helping that much. But hey, I just got him some XP for free. So, can't be mad at that. Oh, so your duty. Anytime that you help somebody kill a boss, you have completed your duty for them, and you get sent back to your world, you get a lot of XP, and you get a free comeback to being human, and sometimes another little item benefit as well. So those are all the things that you get from it. Also, because I put down what's called the small white sign soapstone, there's also a time limit. So if I had a large sign soapstone, and I can go into that in more detail later, I would have to wait till I finish off a boss. But with a small sign soapstone, oops, there we go. Small sign soapstone, I'm able to just hang out for a period of time, usually 6 minutes or so, and then if I kill more enemies, that makes that time go faster. So that's how that works. And I'll become human, and I'll get to. I mean, it's no issue if I die here. If I just want to fall off the edge, I don't get to turn human again, but nothing bad happens. So I can explore without any of the danger factor. So, and then I could drop stuff for this guy, He seems to have gone depraved, so thinking it's not his first rodeo, so I'm not exactly like feeling sorry for him or anything. Like I need to drop shit for him. Yeah, he's got buddies. Anyway, I've kind of gotten off topic a little bit. Honestly, if you end up playing with me, I can explain more online play. But I was just explaining the most important thing was that the beginning of the game, skip the tutorial. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this, guys. Well, I'm almost done, man. My timing is about to be up. I'll just try to kill something else and make my timing go faster. Oh shit. I did fall. Well then. That ends that. But if you skip the tutorial, I'll be able to give you stuff, including that ring I'll be able to give you, and we'll be on our way to playing. I think there's only one more video that I wanted to do. What was it? Mechanics, progression, making your character an online play. Yeah, now you're ready. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, and that happens too. I mean, at some point, you're gonna die. But at very least, I want to make sure that like there's steady progression and it's fun and interesting and yeah. So there's that. Don't kill NPCs. My recommendation. If you never want to have a smith again, go ahead and attack him. Don't do that. If you never want to level up again without paying a huge penalty, go ahead and attack her. AKA, don't do it. Also, if you had the souls, you can buy that ring yourself, the name engraved ring, right over here. From the cat. The cat sells the ring for 5,500 souls. So if that seems like a lot at the beginning, no big deal. I can buy it for you and drop it on different characters, and we'll just do it that way. Alright.
Nothing suited you, I presume?